I mean, the exhaust sounds great. Is that a real bird? Yeah, that's a real bird. Look at that. It's as big as my son. Wow, we don't see that in Pennsylvania. What's up, guys? I'm about to ride a beautiful 2018 Harley Davidson Street Glide with the 107. Check that beast out. It's a beautiful looking bike. What do they call this color?
Oh, that's a denim Bonneville salt white.
It's beautiful. It's got pearl to it. It's a flat color with pearl. Amazing. So this is my first time riding a 2018 Harley Davidson Street Glide. I've owned tons of these bikes. This is also my first time with rocking a 107 cubic inch motor. I was a huge, I'm to be honest with you, there's a lot of great things about pretty much all the Harley Davidson engines. I'm not a huge fan of the Evo. I know it's a great motor. It's just, they had some issues. I know you can rebuild them and they run forever. But when the 88 came out, it was more power, a little smoother. When the 96 came out, more power, smoother. When the 103 came out, more power, smoother. When the 107 came out, more power and smoother. I mean, it's almost to the point where, I mean, the average person doesn't need to do anything to these bikes. These newer Harleys, they have that same feeling that I get when I jump on a Honda bike. I feel like I've been riding the bike my whole life. Everything feels exactly the way it should. It's just, I'm not learning how, there's no learning curve for the throttle, there's no learning curve for where the clutch engages, or how touchy the brakes are. It's just, everything feels the way it should. I jump on this thing and I feel comfortable. I can do whatever I want. I go wherever I want. I can hit the corners at a good, comfortable pace. You got to respect that about a motorcycle manufacturer. Sometimes you hop on some other bikes and it takes you a little while. You know, the last time I hopped on a Yamaha VMAX, I was like, it just took a little while. It was like, all right, it's a great bike. After an hour of riding, I was like, all right, I get it. But then something like this, you just hop on, and I feel like I've been riding this thing my whole life. And what's nice is you can come from an older Street Glide and hop on this. And the improvements are, no one's going to see the improvements as anything negative. Just better this, more power, better stereo, better speakers, better visibility, better nav, you know what I mean? Cooler looking controls. So all the great things you liked about the last bike you had, about the last Street Glide you had, or the last Harley Davidson, and then they're like, yeah, let's make it better. The suspension feels great, this thing feels nice, and it feels very nimble. I know people, you know, these are big bikes. I know these things are big bikes. They don't feel it. I've jumped on some BMWs that I was, which way are we going? I've jumped on some BMWs that I was much more intimidated. I was like horrified. I'm like, wow, this thing's giant. So which one would I pick? If I had to pick the Street Glide, you know, the Street Glide which I'm riding, or the Road Glide which I just rode, it'd be a tough choice. I mean, I like the Street Glide style better, although the Road Glide does handle better. Although, with the type of handling I'm doing, I'm not dragging knee on a bike like this. What difference does it make to me? I think ultimately the easiest way to make that decision. Well, a lot of guys said the Road Glide has more room for them. Better for tall guys. I'm 6'2". I feel great on this. I feel great on that. I'd have to say whichever one you think looks better. That's what I would go with. If you think the Road Glide looks better, do it. Or if you're just trying to break out of the mold a little bit, everyone's got a Street Glide, and there's good reason for it. It's a great bike. But the Road Glide's a little more unique. Not as many people are rocking the Road Glide these days, or ever. And I think they do look cool, but it was a little more of an acquired taste. But if I had to go with an all black Road Glide, or a white and black Street Glide, I'm gonna go with this white and black. I love these colors. I'm gonna stay back. I'm trying not to get his music in my audio, because then I gotta cut it out. Plug in your USB, plug in your iPhone. It's got a little spongy stuff right in there, so you can put your iPhone in there. It's not gonna bang around, and you can plug it in. That, like normal, is nothing. Although a man can hope, man can dream, right? It's got that new bike smell. You know what I'm talking about. You guys who ride motorcycles or buy new motorcycles, you know what I'm smelling when, you know what I'm talking about when I say new bike smell. It's a great bike, guys. I've had a lot of fun test driving these bikes over here at Orlando Harley Davidson. They pretty much just said, top on whatever you want. And we've rode like 6 or 7 bikes. So I'm super excited, guys. Street Glide, awesome. 2018 Street Glide, knocked it out of the park. And you know, how could you not? How could you not knock it out of the park? You're building off of a very solid bike to begin with. I mean, I'm pretty sure when the Street Glide came out, 06, 07, somewhere around there. When it came out, ever since it's been out, it's been one of the best-selling motorcycles for Harley Davidson. Which is funny because kind of the predecessor to the Street Glide was the Electra Glide Standard, and everyone hated it. Till this day, there are rallies with townsmen, which pitchforks and torches, trying to run out all the Electra Glide Standards out of the country. Alright guys, pulling back up at Orlando Harley Davidson. They are also an Eagle Rider rental. So if you wanted to come down to Harley Davidson or come down to Orlando and rent a couple bikes, you can do it here. All right, guys, that wraps it up. Subscribe. What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles, and thanks for watching the video. Click here to subscribe. Click here to see more content. And as always, check out the description box to see our latest inventory and our killer deals, to see how to win a free motorcycle, and also to see our latest bikes and beards gear. We'll see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.